Welcome to the weekly update for Union Hill Baptist Church. Once again, we have 3 topics, and those were in the description of this video or in the email that you received. And so we'll get right to number 1, which is our family meeting. Coming up August 30th, 6 p.m., our evening worship for that Sunday night will be our family meeting. And of course, that's what we normally call business meetings at Union Hill. And not that we're trying to keep it a secret that we're doing business, but I would love to emphasize, and it's kind of why I came up with the idea of calling it a family meeting, was that we emphasize this is how the family gets together and conducts the things that we need to keep our church functioning. And August is kind of the big one. Now, we would always say, and I would continue to say, that sharing the gospel, having our worship services, our Bible studies, our ministries, those are the main things for our church. But to make all those happen, it takes lots of volunteers. It takes our offerings and our budgets and things like that, things that we don't think about every time. But that's what we get together for our family meetings for, is we can talk about those things. And in August, every year we pass a couple of things that are huge items for the life of our church in a sort of behind the scenes kind of way. And that is our budget and also our nominating committee list. And so we'll do both of those things August 30th. And so you come be with us that Sunday evening. Of course, we want you to come every Sunday evening as we do our team preaching and our worship together. But particularly that Sunday evening, I want you to know that our family meeting is coming up, and it will be when we talk about our nominating committee recommendations and our finance committee recommendations for budget. And we'll also elect some messengers to annual meetings this year. That also happens in August. So you come, we'll get all of that done in as efficient way as possible. But of course, we're open for discussion, and you'll see copies of the budget come out in the next couple of weeks, so you can see those ahead of time. But certainly want you to be aware and kind of circle on your calendar. August 30th at 6 p.m. That's our family meeting. All right, item number 2, and that is something near to my heart this week as we got back together for worship. I do apologize. It occurred to me Sunday and through the later part of last week that maybe I hadn't communicated as plainly as possible or in as many venues as possible that we were going to be back together for sure last Sunday, yesterday. And so, yeah, we make mistakes from time to time, but it reminded me of how important it is to get together. Actually, what reminded me of that was not being together on the 2nd and going back to broadcasting that with just the praise team and our tech ministry guys in the house. Man, it's just so good to see everyone. And that should extend past worship. And again, some of our Sunday school classes are meeting at different times to be able to meet together Sunday school classes, but also do our physical distancing like we need to. And so a couple of classes are meeting at 5 o'clock on Sunday nights. One class is meeting at noon on Sunday. And so if your class is not meeting, I want to encourage you. If you're the Sunday school teacher, well, get going. If you're not the Sunday school teacher, well, contact your Sunday school teacher and say, hey, how can we get together? We'd love for all of our adult classes to be meeting. We're still talking about how we can best do children's ministry and have a couple of ideas about that. Right now, our kids are not meeting for Sunday school, or students either. Our students, of course, meeting Sunday nights and Wednesday nights. But our adults, we want those Sunday school classes to be meeting. Get together. Find a time when we can get together. Of course, contact us. We would love to know when that is and be able to reserve a spot in our building if you need, so you can have an appropriate space, but be able to get together, not just study God's Word, although that's what we get together to do primarily, but also to fellowship with one another, to interact with one another in a better way than we can do just in a worship service. That's why we have Sunday school and want you to take advantage of that. So if you need help with that, by all means, give us a call or an email or text or something like that. Get in touch with us and we will help you get your Sunday school class going. We would love for all of our adult Sunday school classes to be meeting in this time. And you might say, hey, when are we going to get back to Sunday school? I don't know. We look at that and try to do that as soon as possible, in the sense of when can we get back at regular Sunday school time where we can all meet at the same time. We're not there yet, certainly, and the school year starting will tell us a lot. But I would encourage you, don't wait on that. Get together now. It's good. All the joy that you've had from your Sunday school class, we want you to be a part of that again, and as soon as possible. So love for you to get together in your Sunday school classes. And then item number 3 is a little change in how we're doing Sunday morning worship. Of course, we're meeting at 8:30 and 10:30, but for the next several weeks at least, we are going to not set up the gym for overflow. And the reason for that is that we haven't needed it a whole lot, but also as our tech ministry has gotten more settled and more arranged up there, there's less traffic running around. They need less space in our balcony. So our balcony now is open. Now, I'd love for you to treat that the same as our gym, and that is to treat our balcony as overflow seating. So that means everybody comes down to the floor first, and as we fill up, then we have space in our balcony that people can go to. But we want to be together for worship, and that's why we're doing this. We're not just closing down the gym just to close down the gym just because we don't want to set it up. It's so that everybody can be together on Sunday mornings as much as possible. It's been tricky to figure out how to be together in all of this and do it safely and do it wisely. So we're trying to be together as much as possible, and one of the ways we can do that is just everybody be in the sanctuary. As soon as we fill all that up and we're overflowing and we have to figure something else out, well, we'll probably be back in the gym again. But until that time, we'll have the balcony available. But come on in, get a seat on the floor, and join us for worship. In fact, you should join us for worship this week, 8:30 and 10:30. We would love to have you. We'll see you soon.